A McFly.
Perfect.
What up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? It's the guys, the TLSN Sports Podcast. Under development still with that name. But me, Bruce, we got my man, where I'm at, I gotta point this way. Chris that way, and my man Fox down there. We are the guys as always, and we're gonna start it a little differently this week. We each gonna go into something that we feel strongly about that happened within the last week. We'll get with all the ways to connect with us and all the show schedules later on. I'm gonna push that to the end so you know where to find us next time. But I want to start the day with the WNBA. It was a big thing this week with Nafessa Collier's remarks. She basically pulled back the curtain on Kathy Engelbert's leadership. And honestly, I think it's embarrassing for a leader to treat their quote unquote employees that way. According to Collier, Engelbert once told her that only losers complain about the refs. When they was talking about how bad the refs are in the league, like even his name escapes me. What's Dallas Mavericks old owner? What's his name? Mark
Cuban.
Cuban. Mark Cuban even tweeted about how the WNBA gets their referees. They say they get them from the G League and don't train them anymore. They just go straight to the WNBA. That's why if you were to actually watch those games, the calls are atrocious. And we complain about NBA calls, but if you look at their calls, it's atrocious. Anyway, let me go on. And when Caitlin Clark's name came up, Engelbert allegedly said Clark should be grateful that she makes $16 million off the court because without the W, she wouldn't be making anything. She'd be on the street. Think about that. This is your commissioner dismissing potentially your best star. Let's think the NBA commissioner dismissing LeBron James. You feel me? Think about that. That's the comparison with that. Or you could talk about the NFL commissioner dismissing Lamar or Patrick or whoever you want to name as the top quarterback. Josh Allen. Anyway, I got two more things to read and we can pass it on. Meanwhile, Collier says that after she seriously injured her ankle on a no call in the playoffs, Engelbert never even reached out. No call, no text, nothing. That's the leadership. That's the disrespect. This league has too much momentum right now with Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Nafessa Williams and Paige. Yeah, I keep forgetting her name. Paige. to be dragged down by this dismissive leadership. These players are the reason that, for the most part, fans come to the game. I know everybody want to throw Caitlyn in there, but if you like basketball, if you like basketball played at its base in its basic form, WNBA is where that. I love the NBA, but it's a nice to have two different sides of the coin on that. I just think I'm gonna wrap this up. What I think Kathy Engelbert needs to resign because she showed this week that she isn't a proper leader. And I left something out. She told them that they need to be on their knees thanking her for the advertisement deal that they received. I wish somebody would. That's all I gotta say. How y'all feel about that? I know y'all aren't really into WNBA, but just compare that to any other workspace or sport if you were told stuff like this.
Well, I was going to say this. The first thing I would like to know is, like, what penalties do the referees get for getting wrong, for missing calls, or doing the wrong calls? There should be some type of penalty. It's like they're can't be judged, they can't be touched at all, and they can't be fined. I mean, prime example, you just mentioned this young lady got her leg messed up, her ankle messed up on a call that wasn't called right then and there. Now she's out of the playoffs of this, that, and the third. I want to know what is the penalty for that, because that's definitely not fair. I've said this before. When did they start making up this? Let's just say all three of us in the league right now, and Chris get more calls than all of us because he's been in the league for 10 years, and me and you can't get the calls because we've been in the league for 2 years. What does that mean? I mean, it's the same foul. Just because he's been in the league longer than me, he gets these calls and this, that, and the third. I hate the whole thing behind it. And like how you, I like how you said, would you say these guys came from the G League? These refs. I mean, it should be a referee school. I always want to know this. How does refs become ref? Is it a referee school? Is it a referee college? Because how do you know what you're doing? A lot of these guys out here who are refs, they not players. They not even former players or things like that. There are guys who just know the rule book. A lot of people have jobs and even driver's license because you passed the test, because you had a good moment in the time of situation. But I mean, overall, I would just say I don't like what's going on when it comes to the refs. I feel like the refs blow a lot of games in every sport. I don't even want to blame it all on the refs, but we all know they play parts and calling crazy ass calls. I mean, shit. I mean, I think it was a game that recently just happened. But I just talk about it later. But I just know how not that long ago when Patrick Mahomes ran over a cornerback, and that's because the cornerback let up. You feel me? It's things like that. But I go more into that later on. But go ahead.
I mean, it's just a simple situation of, I mean, I don't know, man. And I hate to talk ill about. If we just take it from a perspective of leadership, I think that maybe, her words were a little bit kind of crass in that sense. I think that from that perspective, both sides are probably frustrated with the way things are going down. The WNBA has been very vocal about, money and pay, and I think they're getting to that point. I think some patience needs to sit in from both sides, from my opinion, because I believe that it is happening for them where things are going to start to change from a financial perspective. But I think when you get to a back and forth tug of war of words, I think things get set out of context, and they are not too removed from a lockout next year if things get out of hand. And I don't think that's anything that anyone wants. So I think they have a product that sells, they have a product that people want to see. And I do think that the level of leadership that needs to be there, it needs to be at a specific height in order for them to be successful. So, I think that that commissioner needs to watch what she says and how she says it, especially women talking to women. I think we got enough of that going on. We need to be, I just think we should be in a better space than that.
Maybe y'all could
Absolutely.
correct me on this, but I just want to know this. I'm definitely against the women getting paid more. I may lose y'all guys on this when I say it, but the reason why I'm saying is because y'all women want to get paid as much as men. Are y'all numbers the same as men?
Hold
Are,
on, time out. I don't want them to get paid. Well, I don't think they want to get paid as much as men because that is an argument that I wouldn't even stand for them with. But they think they should get right now. They average out at, I think, I don't even want to say. I think I
It's
heard,
not a lot. The
yes,
problem is the amount of the profit share that they get.
yes, that's what it is.
And
That's
and
exactly what
over
it
the
is.
past few years, I think this is whatever the first, from my perspective, I could be wrong, chat, don't crucify me, but I believe that this is the first year that they've actually made a profit. And I think because of that, that's starting to make some headway with the players. Like, okay, we're progressively getting this. We're making money now. When are we going to get to the point where we sit down and we do a collective bargaining agreement to something that's going to be a little bit more geared towards the players getting a little bit more of the revenue share? I think that's what this is about.
Okay. If it's about the revenue, then yeah, I give you that. Your product is selling this, that, and third. But I thought it was based off of their skill level. Like I feel like I'm on LeBron James level as far as a skilled player. I should be getting paid off my skill because the average basketball player, you getting paid off your skill. You feel me? You sell your merch on your own. But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
I think
Yep.
well, I'm gonna close it on this. I think I've always said, I know I've heard numerous people say this too. They need to lower that rim by a foot and let them start dunking. I guarantee you'll get more eyes on it. When you
Yes,
see, for all the Caitlyn haters, when you see Angel Reese dunk on Caitlyn, y'all be like, I'm watching this every night. That's what it is. But
I'll give you that.
all right, if we're done with that, who else wanna bring a topic to the table?
Go ahead, Fox.
This was on my mind. I just feel like just because you've been in the league and this, that, and there doesn't mean all your experience is correct. Everything that you know is correct. Everything that you say out your mouth is the Bible. And I'm saying that because of guys like Patrick Beverly. He had a good career. They say if you average 10 points in a league, you're a decent player because it's hard to do. That's what they say. So I give him his credit on what he did, but the way how he has been coming down on Trey Young as if he's been the man. Like Patrick Beverly has been the man. The way how he's going at Trey Young, talking about Trey Young, you only been to the playoffs 2 times. You only made one big run. And Patrick Beverly said, I've been to the playoffs every year, or at least in his first 9 years in the league, he's been to the playoffs. And I'm saying to myself, Patrick Beverly, that may be true. But were you the Trey Young of your team? No, you was pretty much always what you have been, a backup player, a role player, a person that played good defense. And I can't even call you a streaky guy like a J.R. Smith. That's streaky. I just say you made shots when your opportunity was there. You didn't make all of them. Nobody looked at you as like a Hall of Fame player. Nobody has you on that list as a top point guard at any time. At any time when you was in your prime, nobody had you as a top point guard. Nobody even has you as a top defender. I don't even know what his defensive shit really came about for real. I guess maybe because he would play defense on certain drives at the end of a game on certain clutch situations. Then we just gave him this defensive king title. But I don't say it at all. But I just want to know like why guys like that run their mouth about other players and all that when they haven't even accomplished as much as those guys. Like I get it, Patrick Beverly, you had a good career, you played for these teams. Some people would say maybe you are what a heart and soul for certain teams. I think he was only the heart and soul when Shea Gillian then was on the Clippers together. After that, I wasn't worried about Patrick Beverly again. He literally was just
Excuse
a
me.
guy that was just trying to be on Front Street, trying to be on the camera. Just like how you said early today, Bruce, how when he was on the Lakers, he was no contribution there at all. He was just on the Lakers for real, getting a little paycheck and all that. I didn't think they were going to be playoff contenders or championship contender just because they had Patrick Beverly. But I mean, I just don't like the disrespect that some of these guys be giving to these players when they don't even go through the same things they're going through. Like that's hard to do to be a little guy like Trey Young, basically take your team to the playoffs, and then look at the team that he got. He don't even have the same team that he had when he went to the playoffs before. He got nothing but scraps right now. So I just don't like it when these guys have these podcasts and be talking about everybody else when you need to get your ass on the podcast and get your ass in the gym to contribute to your team. I mean, ever since Patrick Beverly got a podcast, he started playing less in the NBA, started becoming more of a garbage player in the NBA. Now he overseas. And the same thing looked like it's about to happen to Paul George. You doing all this podcast talk. They need you over there in Philly. They need you in MB to get that shit together over there. So I just don't like when players have podcasts is why they still playing, and then they be too harsh on guys, and they never even had been in the same situation as this guy. Like you compare yourself to a star, talking about you've been in the playoffs for 9 years and you've been a role player your whole entire time. I don't even think Patrick Beverly could have a team and take them to the playoffs, not even the eighth seed.
Chris, you got something?
I think I'm gonna save my win than talking about Patrick Beverly and his takes on great and on NBA players. Um, just to say the least, Patrick Beverly's an all-world defender. He will be remembered in the league as an all-world defender. And I'm going to even give him props about being one of the greatest high school basketball scorers of his time. But he wants to be relevant in the space, and the best way to do it is to bash people who probably won't take the time to say anything back. So. hey, like he has a platform just like we do, and he has an opinion. And I think that the world will still turn if Patrick Beverly says something about somebody.
Say word. My thoughts on Patrick Beverly. I dislike that man so much that when he joined the Lakers, I went on strike with watching him and cheering for him. And anybody that knows me that know how much I love the Lakers, they saw that and they was like, I couldn't believe it. That's what happened. So that's how I feel about that dude. It is what it is. So with that being said, unless Chris, you have something to add, do you have a
Let's
topic?
roll. Let's get on the show. Let's get this thing going.
Okay.
I can go at the end.
Once again, this is TLSN. We air every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. on Twitch and YouTube. You can follow us anywhere, any social media. Links will be in the description. Also, check out the main level broadcast, which is Sundays at 11:30 a.m. right before the game starts, so you can get your day started before you watch teams like the Ravens lose. Um, and we just dropped another pod. It's a once a month type deal. Gaming pod with my man Skitty and Kenny. They rock. They killed that first episode. Check it out. It's on. It's called a critical level. It's once a month. We'll have drops with that. Now let's kick off the show. Fox, bring us in,
All
brother.
right, okay. We always talk about the teams that we love, the players that we love, this, that, and the third. I want to see how much hate do we have in our blood. You feel me? So today's first topic is called "I Hate," where we talk about the teams that we hate. You can give the list of the teams that you hate, far as in college and far as NFL. I know I probably got 3 and 3. So whoever want to go first, Chris or Big Bruce, whoever wants to start first, we can start off. Name the college teams that you hate. You can't stand their fans, and you can't stand to see them on television.
Well, I can start.
I
I'm
can
gonna
go.
throw one out there
Go
right
ahead.
now.
Go ahead.
I just
Go
want to
ahead,
go one.
Bruce.
Alabama, can't stand them. Cannot stand them. And also, I'm gonna throw a number two out. The team that I won't mention, they're number one. I don't say their name. So y'all, they're in the Big Ten. My team
Wow.
hates that team. You know what it is. All right. A third team. If I just had to throw something out there just to finish my list off, so y'all can go more in depth. Yeah, I know there's a. I said Alabama. I said, oh yeah, the U, Miami Hurricanes. It's a personal reason. It's a personal reason. I have a homie that loved the Hurricanes, and all he used to talk about growing up, Hurricane is Hurricane that. I hated them dudes. I know hate is a strong word, and I know that time is not this time, but I once it's up with me, it's up. The beef is stuck. So I'm done.
All right, go ahead, Chris. We're on
So
count.
three teams, three college football teams that we hate, that I hate personally. Number one is the Ohio State University. Number one is the Ohio State University. Although I'm a subjective college football fan, I really don't say hate, but if I have to pick a team that I feel as though is the darling of the world and never does any wrong and gets the greatest passes, and that they get so many passes for being mediocre, and then jumping out and winning the championship all the time. They have some phenomenal players, but fuck Ohio State. To be honest, you can forget them. You can forget them, and that was before I knew EP was
That's
a
cool. It's
Ohio
cool.
State
It's
fan.
cool. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Secondly, USC subtract with everybody but Reggie Bush.
Mm.
Um, Reggie Bush, and I know we're going to talk about great college players, and I think that that goes understated concerning him. But I hate USC being an Oregon fan, and I am. And then lastly, Oregon State. They just don't exist to us, and they never will.
I like that list. I like that list. All right. For me, got to be the Miami Hurricanes. I'm not gonna lie. My brother, I'm gonna be real. If I have like 100 friends, at least 30 of my friends like the Miami Hurricanes. That's all they talk about. All of them, literally. All like I couldn't believe it. Like I played semi-pro, I played arena everywhere I went. Somebody on the team was a Miami Hurricane fan. The podcast that you just seen me do Bruce. My
Mhm.
homeboy has the hurricane symbol on his thigh. So that's how much you feel me. People love that, and I hate them.
Hold on,
I
I
mean,
got. I
even
know I
though,
got a sound effect for that somewhere. I got.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I mean, even though they have some players on the team that I like, I can't be hated. Shout out to
Yeah,
Jeremy
she was
Shockey.
a
You
fairy
feel me? But
with a
I always
fatty
hated
on my
Miami, and then even
daddy.
still to
He
this
want
day, the way how
gravy, he want
Michael
smacky,
Irvin
he want
always,
have
we're
it on
gonna
my
do this and
daddy.
we're
This
gonna
shit
do that.
smacky.
I
She
mean,
was a
sweating
fairy.
bullets. I mean, yeah. Next up, I'm not gonna lie, the Georgia Bulldogs can't stand them. Can't stand them. I'm not gonna lie, man. Everything about them say NFL. I think they always have NFL talent. Always the D linemen, the wide receivers. I mean, we're gonna see what the quarterbacks do, but I mean Georgia, they be doing, especially when it comes to defense. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this. Sorry, Bruce, but I gotta say
I
it.
know. I know it.
I
I
didn't
know it,
I
man.
didn't hate this team until, watch this, y'all. I betted on this team in 2019.
Mm.
And y'all niggas cost me some money. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I
Hey,
never
hey,
want to.
Fox. Next time, yo, this is for future. We can't say the N word,
Oh,
but I'll
I
clean it.
apologize.
Yeah, 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 got you,
I
got you, got
apologize. I
you. No,
apologize
it's
for
good. It's
losing you.
good. You got one per show. You got it.
All right. I apologize, but I'm gonna say this. I betted on y'all boys. I
Mm-hmm.
thought y'all had the team of the decade with Justin Fields and them, and y'all
Mm-hmm.
y'all let me down. That's all I
and
Mm-hmm.
gotta
he
say.
and he
I
hate CJ Stroud. And
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy to me. Because
Mm-hmm.
again, all the passes in the world, people love RJ Barrett but hate Justin Fields. Love
I don't
Justin
care about none of
Fields but hate CJ Stroud.
that.
CJ Stroud, in my opinion, is the most overachieving quarterback in Ohio State history because he won with nothing.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
That's
almost
all
won it
good.
all with nothing.
I mean, y'all can feel how y'all
They
feel. It's
almost
cool.
beat a really good team in the playoff, and I know you was hype about it too. They
Yeah, I
should not have
was.
been that
But
game should
then
not have
when
been
they
that
lost,
close,
I
but it
was
was
like,
all Stroud.
when they
It
lost,
wasn't
I
his
said
fault.
typical, but they lost. He's not a winner. He's not a winner.
Neither was RJ
You see that
Barrett, and y'all want to
that
put
bum
him
we had
in the
last
Hall of
year,
Fame.
that bum we had last year, even though I don't want to put any of that victory on him because it was Judkins, Al Yumbo. I can't think of your name right
I was about to say y'all quarterback played decent in that bowl
now. No,
game last
he
year.
was a bum. He how he played against Michigan.
I give you that. I can't say nothing about that.
Who was
I
your quarterback last
I'm
year?
about to give it to you. I gotta because I can't remember your name.
Who
That's
was
he
your
ain't.
quarterback last
I don't
year?
even think
I
he
feel
made it.
like
Oh,
Ryan Day lost
Will
it.
Hill, Will Hill.
Yeah,
Oh,
Will Hill.
from but he won the national
That's
championship
what I was
game.
But
saying.
I'm saying, in they won it in spite of yo.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That how
You
so
talked y'all
Trent
team last
Dilfer
year was loaded
was
like a
when
baked potato,
yes,
bro.
we spent over $20 million on that squad.
And y'all won a chip.
Yeah, we paid for it. That's cool. But we still didn't
That's the
beat
whole
that bum
point.
team in blue and yellow. That's what we worried about.
That was coaching. They was ready
Ryan
for
Day,
y'all. And
Ryan
y'all
Day
overlooked them.
has to beat that team this year, man. He has to. But
That's
I don't
definitely
think
true.
y'all will. I
That'd
don't
be
think
that'd be
y'all
true.
will. If y'all didn't beat them last year, how you they got better? How you gonna beat them this year?
hold on, we are better. No, we ain't as good as we were last year.
Oh,
Oh,
I was about
okay.
to
I'll
say,
say that.
whoa,
We
Oh,
ain't
whoa
good as
okay.
now,
we, yeah, yeah, we
whoa
ain't as
now,
Okay.
good as we
whoa.
are last year.
Okay.
But
You still gotta come. You still got you still got the pond coming to the shoe this year.
I'm not worried about anybody but the Wolverines. I'm not worried about anybody. Yeah. The thing is, y'all could beat us. We have to beat that team. That's the team.
Okay.
We won the
Okay.
chip last year, so Ryan Day got a little bit of leeway. But he has to beat Michigan. I said the name,
Most
so it's got to
underachieving,
happen.
overachieving team in college football
All
history.
right. All right, man. All
Okay.
right. All right. Yeah,
All
I
right.
get
And
it.
the
So
college
now,
football playoff is bailing y'all out. Oh, before we leave this subject, QUACK, exclamation point. Go ahead, Fox.
man,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Drew,
Yeah.
hey, yo,
Yeah.
Drew Eller is trash, yo. Frank is trash. Frank is trash. I ain't gonna lie, trash. My
Trash.
Listen,
quarterback
man.
can't play against good teams. Trash. He
Listen,
can't play against
man.
good
It's
teams.
just sometimes you got, they make me want to shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands back and shout. Come on now. Shout. Go Ducks, man. I mean,
Hey, get that
it's
off. Get
all
that off,
good, baby.
cause Fox was
Go
talking big
Ducks.
shit. Get that off. Get that
Because
off.
I mean,
Okay,
you
all
know,
right.
I, when you just think about wins, and I don't like to do things at the expense of people, but if I just take a 2 second soliloquy just to say
Do
thank
your
you to
thing.
my Oregon Ducks and making improving me right, and Fox, whenever you're ready to pay up on your crab cake sandwich, you just
That's
let me know. There is no rush. You be great whenever you're
yeah.
ready, my
I'm a
brother.
man of my. Hey, I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. I can't do them. I'm gonna just say my quarterback trash. He panics when he play against teams. Straight like that. I mean, 2 games where he played against 2 teams, they ended the same way. Against Notre Dame, interception. Against y'all, interception. It's about time. Y'all talk about Harbaugh need to go. My coach need to go.
James
Uh,
Franklin.
yeah. All right.
I
So
would
give
say
me.
this: that game was a lot closer than just the 6 point win. It was a great game, actually. It's probably one of
Well,
the best games I ever saw. It
it
was a
was because
great
it was a
game.
little bit of struggle in the beginning. It definitely was.
Hmm. Hmm.
So give me the NFL teams that y'all hate. Y'all hate the fans and y'all hate seeing them on television.
Pittsburgh Steelers, by
One.
far, they are
Hmm.
just the most delusional. They are more delusional than my fan base is the Ravens. They are just delusional, and they just uh second Oakland Raider fan or Las Vegas Raiders fans. I don't even know where their optimism even comes from. But people who are Raiders fans, they jump up and down. I had a dude today in the barbershop tell me that his 1-3 was better than my 1-3. And yes, he was a Raiders fan. He was a Raiders fan. You know, he also had on some of those Air Monarchs, but we're not gonna get into that.
Hey
But
yo.
Raiders fans, I just don't know. And third, although they have come to be in a space where they are relevant now, but Commanders fans have mercy. I
Yeah,
don't
they
even
tripping. They
know.
tripping lately.
They have not been. I mean, they've had some good teams. They've definitely had some good players. I want to say they've had some playoff runs and they've had some guys show up. But my God, guys, like 1991 is a very long time. It's a very long time. And every time they get good, it's this aura around them of just we are the best. And look, I got to give them credit because when it's time for them to wake up and get back the team, they do. But good Lord, guys, like when was this when? Not in most of your lifetime. So Steelers, Raiders, Commanders.
What about you,
Um,
Rich?
First of all, he said one, which is Pittsburgh. Self-explanatory. You see the shirt. Um, Two is the star down in Texas. Can't stand. I'm not as bad as Stephen A with my hatred for that team, but I just don't like Dallas fans. They've been losing for over 25 years. I mean, you feel me? And they still think this is their year. So it is what it is about them. And my third most hated team, I think they might be number one over Pittsburgh. And it only started last year, is the Buffalo Bills. I hate them. They fans. I hate the tables that they jump through. I hate the colors. The only thing from Buffalo I like, wrestling. Yes. Dudley Boys, yes. Buffalo, no. And the only thing I like in Buffalo is the rap group Griselda. That's it. And
Mm.
that's
And
my
the
three.
wings.
Oh
And the
yeah,
wings.
the wings,
The wings are solid. The wings are
fire.
very
Yeah.
solid. Yes, very solid.
Um, well, for one on my list, it got to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just because the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, they so damn nosy. I mean, I never seen a team where y'all could lose, but as soon as the Ravens lose, you run in your mouth too. I'm like, if my team lost, I'm quiet. I'm not saying a damn thing. I'm not worried about what the Ravens do. There's been times where the Steelers got an off week and the Ravens playing, the Ravens lose, and you got people posting, I wonder how Ravens fans feeling right now. I mean, Pittsburgh, y'all be acting the same exact way, like the Cowboys fans, like the Patriots fans, like the Bills fans. Like every year is your year. Every year you guys going to do it. I mean, I even know Steelers fans right now who think Aaron Rodgers is about to make this second coming and take the Steelers all the way. Now they kind of looking kind of decent, but I don't believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to last the whole entire time and take these guys to some major Super Bowl win and all that. But I be saying it all the time. Pittsburgh Steelers fans for no reason just tagging Ravens fans, just making fun of things with the Ravens for no reason and this, that, and the third. I mean, they just sold Lamar Jackson might not be playing for the next few weeks because of the hamstring, and you got Pittsburgh fans happy about that. I'm sitting up here like, yo, that didn't even concern you. The Ravens and Steelers didn't even play yet. What they got to do with each other? So I got Pittsburgh right there, and then I used to hate Big Ben back in the day, especially when he started becoming that elusive quarterback where he was dodging tackles, getting guys off him, doing sacks and all that. he became unstoppable. And then my one of my worst Ravens losses when San Antonio Holmes caught that touchdown pass in the front of the end zone, and the Ravens was doing everything they can. So I got Pittsburgh at number one. Number two, the New England Patriots. Oh my God. Um, it made me think anybody that was a New England Patriots fan, you didn't become a Patriots fan until Tom Brady came out. Because where was you doing where was you doing Curtis
But
Martin days, Terry Glenn days? Where was you doing those days? You wasn't there. Troy Brown days, you wasn't there. Now all of a sudden, soon as they got Moss, I believe a lot of Patriots fans came around when they got Moss. You know, or maybe probably after that second championship where they felt like, okay, Tom Brady's for real, he's the real deal. That's when all these people became Patriots fans. Because I'm sitting up here like, tell me the Patriots history. People don't even know that the Patriots went to the Super Bowl against the Bears. They just know the Bears defense. So I'm like, come
And
on, man.
against Green Bay too in
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
'96.
yeah,
Yep,
against
yep,
Green Bay,
yep.
like they don't even know that. Like a lot of times, people really think the Patriots just came around when Tom Brady came around. No, these guys been out here for a long time, and it's sad to say that y'all don't even know some of these players. They got one of the greatest corners of all time, Ty Law, guys like that. Last on my list, the Dallas Cowboys. I never seen it. Dallas Cowboys act like it's still 1990 whatever. Literally, they still act like it's
Right.
1990 whatever. Seriously, the way
Exactly.
how they talk, the way how they act. I mean, as soon as that defense started playing well, the offense started playing well. They say they got the next coming of Troy Aikman and uh, uh Emmett Smith, and of course Michael Irvin. CeeDee Lamb is no Michael Irvin. CeeDee Lamb, not even a Dez Bryant to me. He just all right. He just already guy to me. Um, let me
Whoa,
no.
Fox. Whoa,
Mm.
I'm
whoa,
sorry. I'm sorry.
whoa,
I'm taking. I
whoa,
didn't never
whoa,
see Des
whoa,
Bryant drop.
Fox.
Hold on. I never seen Des Bryant lead the league and drop passes. I never seen
CD's never led the league in drop passes, Fox.
what
Never led the
last
league
year
in
I think
drop
he was
passes.
tied. Last year I
No,
think he was
Fox.
tied.
No, last year it was Keenan Allen, and the year before that was Keenan Allen also.
Hold on. I'm had to go look at that because he at
You
least
gonna
averaging
have to.
like no, I'm saying I'm gonna look at it.
CD Lamb had almost a triple crown 2 years ago. I'm not gonna allow
No,
you to just say he's a guy.
hold on. I'm not
He's
saying
more than
that.
a
I'm
guy,
saying
Fox.
the drops, like the drops. Go so please, we got to fact check and look that up. I'm telling you, I seen that stat for a fact that this dude is high up there in drops since he been in the league. And all what they brought it up what the first two games of this year when he already halfway to what he did last year. He already got 8 drops this year. It's only been 4 games. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm still taking Dez Bryant. I ain't taking nobody over Michael Irvin, but I'm still taking Dez Bryant. Then another thing I want to add, this right here really pisses me off right here. Tony Romo had retired, and then 2 years later he became a sports broadcaster. We all know that, right? How the hell he know all the plays, but he didn't know all the plays when he was the quarterback? Here come the blitz. Here come the guy coming right here. Oh, I know this play. This is what they handed off to Derrick Henry. How come you knew all that doing the season, doing right now, but you didn't know this 2 years ago? How come Dallas ain't got no playoff wins? How come Dallas ain't go to the Super Bowl because of you? I'm just confused. Like how he like. I love when Patrick Mahomes do this. This right here where they gonna flank and throw it to the running back. And I'm like, why wasn't you doing that with Murray and Barber? Why you wasn't doing that with Julius Jones? Why you wasn't throwing the ball to these guys like that? How can you see everything? So I just know for a Cowboys fan, I would be like, yo, how can this quarterback see everything now? But he couldn't see half of it when he was our quarterback. It just crazy to me.
CD
Fox,
Lamb
the
had.
leader.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the league leader in drops was Puka Nakua in 2023 with 13. It was Jamar Chase last year. CeeDee Lamb was in the top 10 with 6 in 2023. He was not in the top 10 in 2024.
And he had 7
Nowhere
in
close.
2024.
He
He
had
was
7.
nowhere
Man,
near
how
the
many
10.
he got?
Yeah.
He was
And how many he got right now? 8.
right now, showing so far, he's in a like a five way tie with 2.
He
And it
only
was the
got 2
two we
drops this
saw.
year.
It's only the 2 we saw in the first game of the season.
Hold
Fox, he
up,
only
dog,
played 2
dog.
games.
I seen this dude drop some passes, man.
Oh my
Oh,
God, see,
I seen this dude
Fox.
drop some passes. Matter of fact, I
Okay, all
guarantee.
right, real quick, Fox. Okay, real quick, and I'm not expecting you to be perfect, but can you give me a give me how many yards ballpark does CD Lamb have for his career?
How many yards he has? You talking about total
Ballpark,
like
total yards for his career. He's been in the league for 6 years.
6 years? He probably got close to or past 5,000.
6,500. So
Yeah.
over 1,000 yards a season with 222 this year. And
When
his
I'm
best season, 135 catches, 1,700 yards, and 12 touchdowns.
Yeah, and when I'm saying drops, I want to make sure. Matter of fact, I want to make sure I'm clear too. The drops that he be having, I'm not making it seem like he buddy fingers, like he dropping everything. He be having those clutch drops. Let me make sure I clear that
Okay.
up.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Okay.
meaning when I say he be having clutch
Okay.
drops where I'm watching other wide receivers during our time making those clutch catches and all that. You got to be those type of receivers. Like Odell Beckham, he's not on my list as one of the greatest Giants wide receivers because when the playoff came, he was dropping passes. He's not better than Mario Manningham in the playoffs. He's not better than Hakeem Nicks in the playoffs, things like that. So that's what I meant to say. Let me make sure I correct that.
Okay.
CeeDee Lamb be dropping passes in the clutch when you got guys like the playmaker catching it
I
in the clutch.
agree.
Dez
I
Bryant
agree.
catching it in the clutch. Things like
Dez
that.
has had some drops in the clutch also. One
Who?
notable. Dez Bryant has got a pretty
You
notable
talking about
drop.
that one against Green Bay?
That was pretty notable. It's pretty bad.
Hold on, wait a minute.
It's
Now
pretty
that's
bad.
debate. Hold on, that's debatable. I call that a catch. That's me. I call that a catch.
So because you call it a catch is a catch, the NFL said it wasn't.
But I'm saying, be real though. As us right here as fans,
It was a
besides that
catch.
rule, don't you think that's a
It
catch?
was a catch. It was a catch. It should
Yeah.
have been a catch at least. Should have been a catch. All right, let's go, EP. Let's get
I,
because we can
oh,
go
I,
all
I
day.
was putting up some CD Lamb highlights on the screen
I'm
for
a
y'all
CD
while y'all
Lamb
was
truth.
debating.
I believe CD Lamb is the top 3 wide receiver in football. I don't think you can name 3 wide receivers better than him. I think he's right behind Chase and Jefferson. I do.
Oh
I
no,
think
I
he's
got
that
somebody
good.
better than him.
Oh,
Ross St.
maybe
Brown.
4, St. Brown. I
That's
would
it.
take
That's it.
that 3, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, because I
Absolutely.
don't see nobody. I think this wide receiver, AJ Brown, he not even getting his shot. He not getting his shot. So I'm gonna leave him out
Well,
of it.
they
He not
won't
getting
throw the
his shot.
ball. They don't want to throw the ball in Philly. They want to put the hurts to them. So let them go ahead and do their thing.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right.
All right. So next up, same thing because we're in a football spirit in the football season. Give me some teams. You feel me? That you believe that should have won national championships or should have won some Super Bowls. Some teams that come to your mind that year they was playing awesome. They was playing great. Number one offense, number one defense, or probably had the Heisman quarterback. Who do you believe should have won the championship, national championship, and some Super Bowls?
Let me
I'm
just
in.
go first. I just want to name one. I just
Just
want to name
one.
one off top. We can ping pong this, but when he said this, one came to mind for me: the Michael Vick Virginia Tech Hokies. That
They had no chance of winning that national
I don't
championship
care,
that
but
year.
they should have won.
They had no chance
They
of winning
should
that
have
game.
won.
They had no chance of
They-
winning that game.
but
It was that Florida State team was loaded like a
I
baked
know with a
potato, bro.
50-year-old quarterback who came to
Chris
the
Winkie,
league.
Chris
Yeah,
Winkie,
but
Peter
yeah, that
Ward,
Peter
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 Ward.
Ward,
Ward, yes.
Yeah, he was a
Tommy
beast for a little
Polly.
bit.
Shout out to
Yep,
Dunbar,
yep.
Tommy
Baltimore
Polly.
stand up. Yep.
Who else was on that team? I want to say Peter Boulware.
Hold up on Florida State.
Um,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was
Peter
Bullware. It
Boulware
was
was on that
Bullware.
team. I want to say
I
they
don't
had
remember too
another
much.
corner that got drafted
Oh, was
by
Warwick done on that team? No.
Ward Dunn.
Yeah,
No,
Ward,
Ward Dunn
he
was not.
wasn't. No, no, no,
No,
no, no, no. He
no,
wasn't.
that was
He
after
was
Ward
already on
Dunn.
Tampa.
It
Okay.
was
He was already on Tampa.
Peter Ward, I believe the running back. It was a running back by committee, but that team was really, really. That team was really, really good that year. They had no chance, especially that Florida State defense was nuts. And I mean, Vic single-handedly put up 27 points against them. They lost like 48-27. Like they had no
They did
chance.
have a chance. All it took was one man to get injured. If old man got
Oh
hurt,
my
2,000
God,
sugar
that's
you
boy.
funny.
feel me?
Oh my goodness.
But go ahead. Go ahead. That's my one. I gotta think
uh
about some more.
so I got the 2011 Baltimore Ravens. Wide right,
Oh, I
Billy
forgot. We
Tundish.
talking about NFL too?
No, we doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we doing
said
both.
Oh,
NFL
okay, my bad.
or what's the name? So the 2011 Baltimore Ravens were better than the team that won the Super Bowl the next year. They had a better record. They had ran away with their division. They should have won the game in Foxborough. And I stand on it. That team with Lee Evans, Joe Flacco had one of his best seasons that year. We won the division outright, no wild card. That was a great, great team. Secondly, the 1998 Minnesota Vikings. We talked about that on the previous podcast. Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Randall Cunningham. And for a college football team that I felt as though should have won the national championship and lost were the 2008, I want to say whatever Oregon team that lost. I can't remember the year. The team that lost to Cam
With
Newton
Dennis
that year
Dixon.
with Dennis Dixon and all of them. We
Yeah,
should
I
have won that
remember.
chip. That was
trash.
probably, in my opinion, that team was putting up 65 points a year, and that goes. And look, we give Cam Newton gets a bad rap about how he talks about other players in the NFL, but there were no offensive players drafted on that team that he
You
won a
right.
national championship with. Right, there was one defensive player drafted on the other side. That was Nick Fairley, the first round to the New Orleans Saints, who fizzled out. Cam Newton single-handedly beat some really, really good talent in the SEC to win that championship. And Oregon lost by a field goal in the last second. And I think that's probably it's hard to win a national championship. I don't even think I think it would take something special for Oregon to even be in the conversation this year because I just think some teams are going to be able to be tough. I'm optimistic about it, but that team was definitely a team that I thought should have won it. And honorable mention, honorable mention, 2006, the three-peat for USC with Reggie Bush when he won the national champ, but won the Heisman Trophy.
Um, for me, and then I'm gonna let you jump back in here, of course, Bruce, because I want to hear what you got on your mind. Again, I'm not to make fun of the bear, poke fun of the bear, but I ain't gonna lie. I never betted on college football a day in my life until dead serious, the Ohio State. I just seen how stacked they was. I'm dead serious. It was like a runaway. It was like a runaway. Y'all wide receivers, y'all running backs, y'all had 2019 when they had Chase Young. I mean, they was beautiful on paper, on television. Y'all was smoking everybody, and I thought for sure like my teammate in it. This gonna be an easy little quick. But I was on like a $50 bet, but I was like, oh, this gonna be an easy quick. And then wow, I was just shocked. I mean that it happened the way it did. The next up, of course, how you were just talking about USC. With I didn't know that Vince Young was that good. He single handedly took them boys out of there. I mean, I literally thought that they was going to win the game, USC, but Vince Young just ran the ball every single time. Anytime he wanted to, he was ran the ball. He even ran the game with a touchdown in. Um, and then this right here. This is when I found out who Odell Beckham was. This is when I found out who Jarvis Landry was, the Honey Badger. That 2011 LSU team. I mean, 13-1. They had it across the board, offense and defensive wise. And I just be like, why do teams that be stacked like that don't get it done during the big games? I just find that man weird.
Who did they lose to? The Alabama?
I
I
think
believe it
yes,
was
yes, they lost to
Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah, they lost to Alabama.
They lost
But
to
I think
Alabama.
they beat Alabama that year, earlier that year, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
9-6 in a great defensive game. And I think they lost to them 21-0 in the championship
Exactly,
game.
21 nothing.
Got you.
And I was
Okay.
shocked. They had Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham. I'm the one.
Yeah. And
So
Leonard
yeah,
Fournette too. Leonard Fournette
yeah.
was on that team too. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Derrick Henry was on the other side though.
yeah, they was.
Derrick Henry was on the other side.
And when it comes to the NFL, I gotta be real. 2001 Rams. The 2001 Rams. I was a young guy, so that was the first team I ever seen that had the number one offense and the number one defense. So you automatically think they're gonna win. Tom Brady, a backup quarterback. You're not thinking that he gonna come do what he gonna do. And I think that was the year that hold on, Marshall Faulk won most valuable player. I mean, offensive player of the year, or something like that. And I think Kurt
Hmm.
Warner had won MVP. Or something. It was
Hmm.
some of the awards or something like that. But
Second year, the greatest show on turf.
yeah, and I think they put up more numbers that they did when they first got together. They put up more numbers
Yeah.
with this team. And Torrey Holt was nice. Isaac Bruce was nice. Yeah, I wish that team would have won it. This right here, now this a little bit. I want to say they didn't get a chance to go to the Super Bowl, but I felt like that 2007 Chargers team, they could have went to the Super Bowl. They had the number one offense. They had the number one defense. That was the year that LaDainian Tomlinson had won MVP and broke the record for all the touchdowns and all that.
31
Like,
touchdowns. Yeah.
yeah, and they had the game won when Marlon McCree got the interception. But when he was running, somebody stripped him. They got the ball back, and then the Patriots came down and scored, and that was that. And this right
Was
here,
that the Sean Merriman in the
yep.
celebration in the middle? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And this right here, this I don't. They should have won the Super Bowl, but I'm happy they didn't. Man, that undefeated Patriots playing against my Giants, I was scared. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. Randy Moss had just destroyed us a couple weeks ago. Tom Brady was looking like the man. We couldn't stop anybody on that offense, and we already know how Bill Belichick was with his offense. We already know how. I mean, with his defense, we already know how it is. And to see that we held the team with the number one offense, we held them down. Only gave up what I believe that score was 14 and 17 or 10 or
The
17.
17, 14,
Yeah,
17,
and to
14.
hold those guys down, like it
Yeah.
was a beautiful thing to see. And here go a fun fact. Some people say that catch that David Tyree had was luck, and Eli was supposed to be sacked. I was looking up something. Did you know Eli Manning was practicing that the whole year? People grabbing on his jersey, and he could still throw the ball. He was practicing that with his backup quarterback. They had some backup quarterback that was left hand. He was an overweight quarterback, and all he was doing was he
Jared
would,
Lorenzen.
yeah, he would blitz in on
Oh yeah, I
Eli Manning.
remember him.
Yeah, he would blitz it on Eli, grab him and try to pull him and all that. And he would get out of and throw it. So he was like, when I threw that to David Tyree, he said, I knew I was going to make the throw because I was practicing that all year. So number one on my list is the Patriots, and I'm happy about that. So what else? What else you got, Bruce? Or you got something to say, Chris?
Oh yeah. For NFL teams that should have won were let's go with the 2023 Baltimore Ravens. The
Yeah,
that
what was
right,
your record?
we was the best. We
13
had
and
home
3.
field, yeah, 13
13
and
and
3,
4.
AFC Championship hosting that, and
First
could
time since the 70s.
that right there. I still have like when I think about that, I still get sad and upset because I think
9
that's
total rush attempts.
the closest we'll ever be to a championship with this current setup. And that brings me back to that 5-year rule correction. If a quarterback and a coach have been together for at least 5 years and haven't reached a championship, they never will because 5 is the cutoff. I said Lamar and Harbaugh were the only people to ever do that. And I said 5 years. No, it's 5 years or more. If they haven't done it after 5 years, don't expect them to go after that. That's I forgot what is whatever. That's the yeah, you got it. I can't think of the
Mm.
word, but yeah.
Fun fact about that New England Patriots. Oh, you just to add to it. Do y'all remember that football game between the New England Patriots and the Giants? The first one was on every major NFL network that day,
Mm. Mm.
including NFL Network. It was
Oh,
shown on CBS. It was shown on ABC. It was shown on
wow.
NBC. It was shown on NFL Network. For to see the Patriots go 16-0. You talk about the NFL not scripting stuff.
Mm,
Randy Moss was wide open on the second fly pattern. They won the game. Randy Moss broke the touchdown record. Tom Brady broke the touchdown record all on one play, and then they went 16-0. Giants beat them in the Super Bowl. That's all I'm gonna say. Just leave
You
it there.
was right. He was wide open. I remember that
The,
touchdown in the
the
corner. He
first
was
the
wide open.
first time they threw one play, it was a third, there was second down, they threw it deep to Randy, it went out of bounds. The very next play, he went down the sideline, he threw it to Randy. Randy was wide open and caught the and broke the record. I will never forget that. Like, wow, they didn't think Randy Moss would go down the field and they just would leave him again, like nobody wanted to go to him. But we'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna tell you. Let's just leave y'all with y'all thoughts as far as that's concerned.
Now, this is gonna be tough for y'all to answer this question because I want y'all to answer this question if y'all can without including the Ravens. And if you got to include the Ravens, oh well. But I want to know what is the most upsetting loss that you ever witnessed. It could be Baltimore, but I just want due to history and everything that you guys know. What's the most upsetting loss that you ever witnessed? It can be
I
any
got it.
sport.
I got it.
Go ahead, B.
I still hold it to today, and it's not the Ravens. When the 49ers lost in the NFC Championship to the Dallas Cowboys the year before they went to the Super Bowl with Steve Young and Dion and all them. I just want to say that. Or was that no, that was Dallas. Yeah,
That
Dallas
was
because it wasn't
Dallas.
Green Bay. Green Bay was after one of them other years. But go ahead. That's mine. That's it.
2011, game two of the NBA Finals, Dallas Mavericks versus Miami Heat. Dirk Nowitzki, shake and bake, top of the key,
Mm,
funky fresh
one
layup
leg
off the
up.
top of the
Oh,
glass,
you
one
took
leg up. That just took Chris Bosh to school. I have
mm,
never gotten the people think they hate LeBron James now. They have no idea about how you were being an open LeBron James fan and watching them blow that game and then watching
mhm.
the Heat lose. And that was the catalyst of it all. They never got right and Dallas beat game two, 94-95. Dirk Nowitzki off the glass.
Yep.
Prettiest move by one of the greatest players the NBA's ever seen.
I remember that with the left hand too. I remember
Yes,
that.
Lord.
Mhm.
It was, I mean, shook Chris Bosh like, hit him with the left, like, oh, it was so pretty, but
Hit
it
him with the hizzy, the
with
Yeah.
hizzy.
the hezzy. The hezzy. It's a great move. It's a great move. A phenomenal run that year,
Yes,
Dirk
sir. Yes,
Nowitzki
sir.
through the playoffs. They beat the Spurs in seven. They was just great. That was a really good team.
I seen what you talking about. I seen that on a couple podcasts. Different people said it in different ways. That was single handedly one of the best playoff performances of all time because of all the teams that he had to go through and beat, and it was pretty much just him being the main scorer and shit like that.
They beat the Lakers in six, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I want to say I don't know who they played in the first round,
they
but I
beat the
don't
Thunder.
believe
They beat the
they
Thunder.
beat okay. They beat OKC in the first round. They beat the Lakers in six with Kobe. They beat the Spurs in seven, if I'm not mistaken, and he won Game Six on an and one play going to the basket. Dirk himself, if I'm not mistaken, it was a
Mm-hmm.
pretty play. And then to beat Miami, the odds on like mound favorite. They just they shot unbelievable. I just remember Deshaun Stevenson just hitting threes. JJ Barea, unbelievable series.
Yes.
That
Mhm.
Dallas team was they were built to beat Miami, and they beat some great teams. I think my thing is I know we it's easy to be on LeBron James about not winning championships, and that's one of that I feel as though the Heat should have won by a
Mm-hmm.
landslide. But I don't think we give Dirk Nowitzki the credit for that playoff run in 2011. He had really shaken some demons because if I'm not mistaken, the year prior, Dallas was the number one seed and lost in the first round to the Warriors, and he was the MVP, and he got his MVP while they were home because they got bumped first round. So Dirk Nowitzki went off. He only needs one championship, and I remember them going, remember them going to live in Miami and partying. Just
Wow.
that was
Yeah.
crazy. I remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah. For me, my most upsetting loss. I never in my life at all, and they had Michael Vick at quarterback. I never in my life ever rooted for Atlanta. But when Atlanta was playing against the Patriots in the Super Bowl, I was all over them. I was all on it. I thought for sure it was the year. I thought the Patriots had nobody could stop Julio Jones, which was true. They didn't. I thought nobody could get to Matt Ryan. He showed he was an MVP damn near that whole entire game until at the end. He was making good throws. Julio making good catches. The dude Alfred number 23 ran the pick back. Normally, when a team runs an interception back in the Super Bowl, they are the winner. And just to see that those guys just blew it after that. They didn't get no offense after that. After what I think it was, they had a turnover on downs, and then they had I think it was Dante Hightower who forced a fumble. That turned the game around. And then I mean the Julian Edelman catch. I mean, come on, man. That catch was way more spectacular than David Tyree catch. I'm sorry. That ball was inches away from hitting the ground. And he had like three defenders on him. And I mean, Tom Brady do that in triple coverage, and for him to still get that off, and then I mean, what Julian Edelman won MVP for that Super Bowl, right?
28. No, it was Tom Brady won MVP. He had 512 yards passing, I believe, NFL record at the time. I think
Yeah,
the second was the running back. He wore 28, if I'm not mistaken, a little guy.
yeah, he scored a game
His
winning touchdown.
name, he scored a game-winning touchdown, but he had like two or three touchdown catches
Yes, he
from
did.
out the backfield. Who was that guy? He was a
Damn.
good player. But Tom Brady won MVP. 500. I know. Remember, he had 512 yards passing.
Yeah, I
That's a number
remember.
that
I
always
remember
sticks out. A
the
half a
500
century.
because Skip Bayless was so much on it. Like,
It's James. James.
oh, he was nice. He was on fantasy team.
Hold on. What year was that?
2019. Hold on.
2018. New England
Let me
Patriots.
see. Clear stats.
Uh,
It was White. His name was White.
James White.
James
James
White.
White. James White. He scored the diving touchdown, but he had like 11 catches and almost 160 yards out the backfield, two touchdowns, like it was unreal.
Oh,
But
with the add on what you're saying, he had two rushing touchdowns, 14
mhm,
catches, 110 receiving yards. He
yeah,
should have won MVP. God damn.
yeah. But when you
Woo.
got the go, I mean, the superlatives of it all. Tom Brady winning his fifth Super Bowl, which was more than any other quarterback ever at the time, because I think the most was four by any one quarterback.
Sorry, Bradshaw.
uh Bradshaw, Montana. I want to say that's it. Bradshaw, Montana with four. So Brady winning his fifth, then 512 yards passing, the win and comeback in overtime. There's no way they was giving James like that MVP. There's no way.
Yeah,
But
I,
yes,
I was
absolutely he
just I
could
was
have.
just shocked. I ain't gonna lie. I was just shocked because Atlanta was looking like the best team basically all season, and then when it came to that
Hmm.
game, they was definitely looking like the best. Well, they was what 27-3, right? Or something like that, right?
28-3,
Yeah,
if I'm
28 to
not
Yeah,
3.
yeah,
mistaken.
yeah. 28 to
Yeah,
3.
it's supposed to be game, and I love when I hear the commentators talked about it, and even other analysts. They was like they stopped running the ball. They just continue to keep on passing, kill some clock, get Tom Brady out of there. I mean, pay attention to what the Giants did when they beat them. Pay attention to what the Eagles did when they beat them with Nick Foles. But that was sad to me. I ain't gonna lie. I
Great
was
stat lines in that game. I think Grady Jarrett, the tackle, had like 4 or 5 sacks on Tom Brady, 97. I remember Julio Jones had a catch where he was like fully extended to the outside and got his feet down. Like, that's a great game, bro. That game had some highlights. And I think the world just wanted to see the Patriots lose too. And we did get what we wanted that day. So it is what it is. I mean, Tom Brady's the GOAT, greatest player, greatest football player of all time. Greatest quarterback of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, no debate for me.
all right, fellas. So we can anybody want to start off? We ain't hear from you a lot, Bruce. We want to hear from you, big bro. Give us some college games that you are looking forward to see this weekend.
I swear to goodness, I was good with y'all being producer right now, but I got you. I got you. I was
Take a
doing
seat
what I was
back.
doing in the background.
Good job, Fox. Good job, Fox.
He got me out here, but we can go with it. We can go with it. Let's see what we got here. Who are always Ohio State and Minnesota. The line is
Oh,
negative. Ohio State minus 23 and a half.
Mm.
I stay away from that. I don't really like betting my teams, but even if I was going to bet on this, I stay away from that because I know Ohio State be running teams. I just can't. I just can't do it, bro. When I bet on my teams, they lose. That's just my thing. But for anybody else out there that want to tell me on certain ones that I say I'm betting on, I stay away from this game. I'll probably I don't know what the total is, but whatever. I haven't done that much research into that. But anyway, looking at more games, I'm looking at Michigan and Wisconsin. Um, I want to see that team
that's
lose.
gonna be a blowout.
we
Michigan
got
gonna beat the hell out of
we got
Maryland.
Y'all,
Just
y'all don't
trounced.
believe in
Maryland
the
just
future?
Patrick
trounced.
Mahomes, Patrick
Yeah, y'all don't
Mahomes,
believe in the future,
Patrick.
Patrick Mahomes?
Nah, he plays. No, 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 no. You talking about
Oh, he
Dylan
played on Nebraska.
Raiola?
My
He
bad.
playing
Nebraska,
Nebraska, not
Nebraska,
Wisconsin.
Nebraska. Yeah,
Michigan's
same.
a 17.5 point favorite. They're gonna beat the
Yeah, yeah,
bricks
yeah.
off of Wisconsin tomorrow. It's
All
gonna be
right,
bad.
all right.
Maryland just beat them, just trounced them.
Yeah, they did. Maryland got a good quarterback
Maryland
too.
just blew them out.
Yeah, I saw that. The only thing other than what I said with Ohio State watching my squad play and watching hopefully Michigan lose, I don't care what y'all say. Um, I want to give myself a shout out for predicting a victory last week. What was it? Ole Miss? Did I say Ole Miss?
That
Yeah.
was a great,
I mean,
great
I
call.
think they
Great
even
call.
covered the spread I was looking for too.
Call.
So
That was
Oh,
a great call you had, Fox. A
yeah.
great call that you called out, Fox. Because I don't know what I don't remember
Fox,
him saying. No,
yo, you say that
I said it was
dude.
going to be a good game. Last week, I said it was going to be a good game. That's all I said. I didn't pick a prediction. You feel me? I said it was going to be a good game.
Yo, that dude, I swear to goodness, yo. My last game I'm
no,
looking forward to. Oh my god, go ahead.
I got some. So first off, let's kick it
I
off
did
with a
have one
big.
more. I did have one more. I
Well,
thought
I
you
thought
was
you was done. Go ahead. My
no, the
fault.
last one I got is Miami at Florida State. The line is Miami minus 4.5 points. I told you I dislike Miami, but I'm gonna go with them and hitting that spread, hitting that number. That's
Minus four and a
my
half.
lock
That's,
of the week.
that's possible. That's very possible.
That's my
Miami
lock.
is the lock of the week. Ooh,
That's
okay.
Bruce's lock of the week.
Let's take it back to Miami, Florida State used to be one of the greatest games every year, right? Miami used to be in the Big East back
Uh-huh.
in the early 80s, Florida State in the ACC. When they played some
Wide
of the
left, wide
most
right.
notable games, wide left twice, wide right once, right? Bobby Bowden era with Jimmy Johnson, and then Bobby Bowden and Dennis Erickson, and Bobby Bowden and That was just some great games, great notable players, great notable NFL greats in those games. So it's good to see that rivalry kind of renewed. Florida State 3-1, Miami 4-0. That's going to be a great game, and it's on primetime ABC. So I'm looking forward to that. So a couple that I'm looking at. Hopefully Fox, I don't step on your toes, but I just saw one. Undefeated Louisville versus number 24 Virginia, who just came off knocking off Florida State. Alabama and Vanderbilt. As you
Mm,
remember, last year Vanderbilt talked mucho smoke about beating Alabama, and they beat Alabama
yes,
last
they
year.
did.
But now they coming into Bryant Denny, home of the Tide. That's going to be a big game. Vanderbilt is 5-0. Alabama is 3-1.
Mhm.
Alabama's a 10-point favorite. Let's see which team show. Let's see what teams show up. And then I know we talked about it, Maryland and Washington. Let's see if the Terps can keep it going, getting crack the top 25 this week.
All right. For me, and I wouldn't mind if we say the same games because we fans, we love this shit. Um,
Hmm.
of course, I'm definitely gonna go with the Miami Florida game. The Florida team's been playing each other a bunch these first couple weeks, and it's why
As it
not just
should be. As
yeah,
it should be.
why not see? Let's see who the king of Florida. I believe it's gonna be a great game. Miami should hold it down. Um, right here. This is to me, I think this is going to be a great test for Arch Manning. They playing against the Florida Gators. I've seen a lot of people question whether he's going to be the next Eli Manning or the next Peyton Manning. I just say let the guy get a chance and play. Let him play against these teams. He got a lot of good teams that he's going to be playing in the future on this season coming up. So I think this is going to be well, he played against Ohio State. I'm not saying they should have won, but I mean the score was 7-14 the whole entire game. He just didn't do enough. Now he playing against another team, Florida. So I hope he can be able to step up, score some points, and get the W. I definitely gotta go with where was it? I was just looking at it. Vanderbilt and Alabama. Alabama got their ass handed to them last year by Vanderbilt. I thought they was going to beat Vanderbilt because it was. I call it a Skip Bayless school because that's the school he came from. So I thought they was going to handle work, but we all saw what happened. I'm definitely interested in seeing Boise State versus Notre Dame. I want to see what's going to happen right then and there. I believe it's possible that Boise State can pull it off. I think it's possible. I don't see Notre Dame being that same strong team as they once were as last year.
They
Um,
passed the test last week, though. They beat the brakes off of Arkansas.
yeah, they
So they
did.
might be for real. They might be
Yeah,
for real.
I
Might
definitely
be
give
for
you that.
real.
And of course, I got to see if my boys going to rebound against UCLA. I mean, this is a team that can be beat, but they also the Brewers. They not no slouches. They definitely can come in there and punches in the mouth. And I mean, judging from the game that we had last week against your guys, wide receivers can't get open, quarterback can't complete passes to the wide receiver, and we look totally stagnant when the running game is not working. Well, I mean, we don't find anything at all, like at all. And last but not least, I hope that our defense really stand the test because that boy Dennis, he is no LeVar Arrington, he is no uh, Abdul Caller. He wasn't giving me nothing. I mean, the play that y'all threw a touchdown pass, he overran the play. Luckily, he got the interception on a 2-point conversion, but that really didn't do anything. But I'm definitely interested to see if we're gonna rebound against UCLA. And yeah, that's about it about for the games that I want to see. Yeah, that's about it.
He not even a
Uh,
Micah Parsons.
you said he not even no,
Ouch.
no, no,
Ouch. Ouch.
no.
Ouch.
No, he not even doing half of what my man Abdul Carter was doing. Like he not doing nothing. He just there. He just there at the moment, but hopefully something to come in. All right, let's go ahead and clean it up and get up out of here, man. NFL predictions, man. NFL
Before we
predictions.
start, though, before we start, can we get a rundown on last week to see how we did?
Oh
You
yeah,
got?
go.
Do you have that, Bruce?
I'm
Do you
gonna
have
tell
that?
you something. I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah,
They
he
tore my
got a little.
papers up. We gotta watch the film again, yo. They
Oh
the
man.
dog literally the dog ate my homework.
Oh.
Literally, you feel me? That's the only
Yo,
time I could ever get this excuse of. That's
he's not
it.
allowed in that room. He's not allowed in
Yeah,
I
that room
know. I
anymore.
try to keep it
that's
closed because it's
tough,
so
bro.
much crazy. He would tear some shit up in here, man. But
What's wild is I was saying that because I wanted to see if I could get a pass from y'all about the Colts because of Adonai Mitchell holding penalty on the Jonathan Taylor 60
Oh
yard
my,
touchdown
yeah.
run that came back, and then the fumble from
yeah.
himself. That what's the name? Like I felt it in my bones that the Colts could win that game, and I mean, to his, as things happen, I'm not blaming it on Adonai Mitchell, but it was just tough to see that. I kind of went out on a limb to take them, and for them to lose the way that they lost, I was like, oh man. But the Colts were in that game, so they definitely got my respect because I think that they could have won it if things would have went another way. But
I
let's roll
promise
into this
you,
week.
next week I'm gonna have these scores and last week just to catch up and keep a running total at the end of the
Okay.
season what our score is. I just got to go back and at the end of the video and get those wins. But I
I
got you.
want to
Go ahead.
do. I want to add this too. This one like before we jump into the. I will give you that the Colts definitely. I thought they was getting ready to win that game. Them two mistakes cost them the game. Other than that, we talking about the Colts still being undefeated right now.
Yeah, I
Daniel
agree.
Jones might be an MVP candidate. Maybe. All right,
We'll
first
see.
game. First game. We already know the Broncos is riding high. They only got one loss. I believe they 3-1, and they going against the undefeated Eagles. Who you got? And what's the
Before
score?
you say that, you ain't want to do tonight's game.
Oh, tonight's game. Who? I forgot who playing
It's
tonight.
San Francisco at the Rams.
The
Matter of fact,
Rams, man.
I do got that. I do got that on here. Matter of fact, we can do that first and then jump to the Broncos. So who y'all got out of the Rams and 49ers?
Go ahead,
I
Chris.
don't think 8.5 is enough points for this game. I think the 49ers are too injured. They like to kill Christian McCaffrey anyway. For all you fantasy owners, he should have 20 plus opportunities tonight in an all PPR league. He'll easily get 16 to 20 fantasy points. That'll probably be the only spot that is a bright spot for them. Rams rolling right now. Devontae Adams has been there. Their red zone target, Puka Nakua has been off the
Mm-hmm.
chain. I just don't see a path where they lose this football game. So I'm going to take the Rams 31-10.
All righty. For everything my man Chris said, I'm agreeing. Even with Brock Purdy, I don't believe in the 49ers. Brandon Ayuk is still out. The update on him is I don't know. I think he's still rehabbing or doing light training now. But that's beside the point. Um, Puka, who I'm very familiar with, I've had him on my fantasy team 2 years straight. And in our league, it's a PPR. You get a whole point per reception. And other than Chris, I've been wiping people. Yeah, I've been he just so. With all of that being said, they have the Rams minus 8.5. I would, I would take that. That is well. I'm a straight up say the Rams. Betting purposes, I'll leave that out for right now. But I got the Rams. I said that it's at least 8.5. I got it 10. So I'm gonna go 24-14. That's what I say. 24-14 Rams.
I like that. I like that score. I ain't gonna mad. I'm gonna say this: the Rams have been definitely playing good. But in these games they've been playing, they have also blew a game versus the Eagles, which they definitely should have won. And we already just saw what happened with the Colts. They could have lost that game as well. I believe the 49ers is going to put up a good fight, but I'm going to go with the Rams winning by 10. Let me get 20-10. I'm going with the Rams 20-10.
All right, I got everybody.
All
Next
right,
up, who we
next
got?
up, Broncos versus the Eagles. Game is in Philly, I believe.
Big game, big game.
Go ahead, Chris.
I like Philly in this one to cover. 43 and a half. Two really good defenses, though, right? I think Buffalo may have a chance to win this game because their defense is good also.
Broncos.
Not necessarily against the Broncos, right? I think they'll have a chance to win. Will they capitalize? I think Philly has some holes. They kind of play to their strengths. I think they're really good, have a good secondary. I don't think that Philly makes it a point to give AJ Brown and company the ball this week. They try to win running in the trenches. But I do think Philly does pull this one out. So I'm gonna go 28-24 Philly.
28-24. So Chris has them covering the spread. Um,
Yeah.
I don't ever. I always got to keep the drama in the podcast, so I'm not going for Philly. No, I believe that this complaining that's going on, like it does every year with Philly, is going to start coming to a head this year. Just like we seeing the Harbaugh era of the Ravens, I think is coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think this current week, all the talk, all the news behind AJ Brown and his usual Bible verses. I want the ball. I think that's going. To, I think that's going to start wearing thin on Jalen and the rest of the team. Uh it's going to be a distraction this week. So I have just the Broncos outright winning. If I had to put a score to it, I'll say it's going to be a defensive game, I think, and I will give it. Whew, this is a good one. Finding points is hard sometimes. I'm just going to give a weird score just in case. I'm going to say 23-17, and that is Denver.
All right. For me, I gotta jump with you on this one, big bro Bruce. I gotta jump with you on this one because the Broncos have very well been in all that games as well. They almost could have beat the Chargers, except for that game-winning touchdown by Justin Herbert, and the pressure was there. The pressure was all over Justin Herbert. The pressure from the Broncos has always been getting into the quarterback all year long. Nick, but I want to make sure I'm saying his name, Nick Bettino. What
Benito.
Benito,
Benito?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I like you. I like you. I like his swag. He's fast, young guy. Always at the quarterback. Always getting quarterback hurries. Always in the quarterback face. And I believe that Philly, you're not going to be able to do what you've been doing against these other teams, only throwing for 105 yards, 115 yards, dinking and dunking with Saquon Barkley. I believe the Broncos have the defense where they can stop the run. The Broncos have the defense where they can lock up your corners. I mean, you just said it a couple minutes ago, Chris, where Jamar Chase is basically the number one wide receiver in the league. He went against Patrick Surtain and only had like what? I think it was only like 17 yards out the whole entire game. So if he's doing that against those guys, please do not give him an easier day where you're not passing the ball at all and he's just concerned about the run. But I also believe if you're going to try to pass the ball, he's going to lock guys up out there. So just like how my Giants got that crazy win, that defensive win in an ugly score, 21-18. I believe the Broncos going to do the same thing. So I'm going to go with the Broncos winning in a close one. Let me get 27-17. I'm going with the Broncos winning 27-17.
Like I
All
said, I do believe Denver have a chance to win this game. Like, I think something that they'll create something defensively. Let's see if Bo Nix can grow up on in front of the country this week.
Chris, don't add no caveats. You call what you call, bro.
I said
Don't
that
even do.
already. I said that
I got you.
already.
Yeah, I mean, just
I
like you
said
hated on
that.
my pick,
I
I
said
don't
that.
even want. Yeah, yeah. Let's lock this up, dog.
All right.
Go ahead.
My, my boys have changed. We seen my boys change and start playing with a lighter underneath of their ass once my quarterback came in, Jackson Dart. They playing against the Saints. This is a game where they can actually come in and win and start making some changes. So who you got between the Giants and Saints? And I think this game in New Orleans. I want
It's
to
in
make
New
sure.
Orleans. It's in New
Okay,
Orleans.
well there we go. Giants and Saints. Who you got?
Tough atmosphere for Jackson Dart to roll into. This is an absolute stinker score wise at 41 and a half points, but I think entertaining game nonetheless. I'm gonna take the home cooking though. I think the Snake Saints come off the schneid. They ran the ball really well. Unfortunately, Omarion Happen had a day against the Giants last
Mm,
Sunday. Kendre Miller is starting to come up of age. They starting to feature him a little bit more than Alva Kamara. And Spencer Rattler, although doesn't have the numbers, is pretty good efficiently. And Chris Olave and team. So I'm gonna go 17-10 Saints.
All right. Man, I did not expect this
And the
game, but I should
Giants
have
don't
known.
have neighbors. The Giants
Oh
don't have
yeah,
neighbors.
you
That
just
that hurts
completely
also.
changed. You changed instantly. You know what I mean? I just had my mind because I
Yeah,
wasn't prepared for this one.
yeah.
But hmm, it's only a well, it's pretty
Strap
much a
game.
pick 'em. It's pretty much a pick 'em because it's home and they giving them. Yeah, this is ooh. Um, I'm just gonna pick this game. I'm not giving a spread. I'm I'm a rock with because I rock with Alvin Kamara. I'm gonna get the Saints, bro. I gotta go with the Saints, and I will say 13-10 Saints. That's what I'm
mm.
going with.
I just believe that the Giants need to keep riding this wave of the rookie. And why not ride the wave? You just beat probably the best team in football with the Chargers. Now you're playing probably against one of the worst, well, is the worst team in football. They 0-4. I believe that they can capitalize on it. This team is definitely playing totally different behind Jackson Dart. And yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, we lost Malik Neighbors. But I think we lost Malik Neighbors, what, first quarter, second quarter, something like that. and he continued to play and ball out without him being out there. So I'm pretty sure now that you have a week of preparation of him not being there, you're going to be able to pass it to different guys and all that. And one thing I will say that I like about sometimes when a backup comes in, whether it's a backup quarterback or backup wide receivers, when your number one wide receiver hurt, your quarterback gets to pass the ball to different guys now. We get to see who can do what and who really can play and all that. So hopefully we can finally see something from Jalen Hyatt. I haven't seen anything yet. Hopefully he can give us some plays, but nevertheless, I believe in my man Wendell Robinson. So with that being said, I think it's going to be a nail biter, a close one. I'm going to go with the my team winning, the New York Giants. I'm going 24-21. It goes down to a field goal, 24-21.
And I like the point you made about for certain teams when they're well, I think you generalize it with when the number one goes down, the quarterback spreads it out. I agree with that because when Mark Andrews was Lamar's safety net, when Mark Andrews would get hurt, he would start spreading it around more. Because I remember complaining, I'm like, stop throwing it to Andrews, stop trying to force it. But yeah, that was earlier in his career. But yeah.
Okay. Now this one right here, I believe both teams need this win right here. I think both teams need this win, or it's going to be over for them. But it's sad to say their quarterback is not playing. Who do you got between the Ravens and the Texans? And this game is in Houston. And as I said, we know Lamar is probably going to be missing the next 2 weeks. So who you got?
The game is in Baltimore, Fox.
Oh, my bad, my
And
bad.
and in Cooper Rush, we trust. We can't afford to lose another AFC game right now. That would leave us 3 losses in the AFC. So I'm going to believe in Cooper Rush, Ravens, 2017.
Ravens.
I want to hear him go
20.
against CJ Stroud. Let me hear this. Let me see if he going to do it.
I got you. I got you. Baltimore, I think is 8-0. Well, 8-7-1 or 8-1 against Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I mean, also Derrick Henry used to play Houston 2 times a year and he killed them. That's if we run the ball and give it to Derrick Henry. I believe that's the key to winning this game. And lastly, Cooper Rush playing for Dallas last year had over 300 yards passing against what team got Daggett? Who we playing?
Texans.
Texans. Yeah, he had over 300 yards passing against Houston last year when he played for Dallas. With that
Mm-hmm.
being said, I know you was waiting for me to go against CJ, but I am. The score is Baltimore 25, Houston 13.
I can see that happening. A couple of things I want to add, and I want to preach about this, but the Ravens defense trash. It's call it what it is. Ravens defense trash. Can't get no sacks. I think they got 2 sacks out the whole season. I don't think they have no turnovers out the whole season. Y'all just lost Nate Wiggins doing a tackle. He broke his forearm. And I like what you said. I gotta give Cooper what you said about Cooper Rush. You got to give credit where it's due. Cooper Rush did his thing, but he did his thing in the offense where they passed the ball and they got better wide receivers. Over here in Baltimore, I ain't got Cooper Rush feeding Zay Flowers like that all the time. I don't got him feeding Mark Andrews like that all the time. And this whole season, except for probably one game, Derrick Henry been pretty much under wraps. So I think the Baltimore Ravens are kind of figured out already. And the thing that was saving them was Lamar Jackson. Now you don't have that dynamic. Now you don't have a guy when the pockets break down, he can run and get you 15 yards and extend the play. We dealing with Cooper Rush here. So I'm going to go with the Texans, and it's going to be bad. I'm going with the Texans to climb all over top of the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going 31 I'm going to go 31-10. I think they're going to climb all over the Ravens. I'm going 31-10. All right. Next game and final game, which is definitely going to be a good game. Both teams have the same record.
You said, oh no, you got to add one more. You got to, because when you said the same record, before you do that, I want to go with the Patriots at the Bills. I mean,
go ahead. We can do that.
Hey, fellas,
you gone?
I got to drop. I'm going to get with y'all. Fox, love you. EP, love you. Y'all be safe out here.
Just give your what you got in the text thread. Just give us your scores. He gonna do Buffalo
real quick.
Patriots, Buffalo, and what's the last game you had? Or the
Bucks,
next game?
Bucks versus the Seahawks.
I like Seattle in a tough game. 21-20.
Okay,
Okay.
Seattle.
I think the Bucks can win. They got to be perfect, no mistakes from Baker Mayfield. But I
Mm-hmm.
like Seattle at home. I'm gonna go out on a limb. People gonna think I'm crazy, but I think Drake may grow up this week. I think that he's a really
Mm.
good quarterback, and I'm gonna take. Don't think Buffalo's been tested. I'm gonna bet on Vrabel to go in and give Josh Allen some trouble this week. So I'm gonna say 28-27 Patriots.
Mm-hmm. Good shit. Good shit. All right, my guy. I'll speak to you later, brother.
Yes, sir.
See
We'll be
y'all
hollering
later,
at you,
man.
big bro.
Talk to
Yes,
y'all.
All
sir.
right,
All
man.
right, bro.
Yes, sir. Let's close him out there. There we go. Let me make sure on the back end my guy is out of here. Yes, he is. All right. Um. So yeah. Where who was picking? Oh, me,
You.
me.
Yeah, who you got
I
for the
got.
Patriots versus the Bills?
Yeah, let me write that out. Patriots at Bills. So he kind of stole my thunder because I had the Pats coming of age this year. I mean this week too. He completely stole my thunder. But yeah, Drake May, the defense. Um yeah, man. I think Diggs gonna have a big game. Henderson gonna have a big game. They're gonna need it. I'm not taking anything away from Josh Allen and everybody over there. But I think what's the spread? It's Buffalo minus 8.5. I'm just saying. I am saying that the Pats will win outright, and the score will be close. He said, what did he say? 28-27. Yeah, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I'm going to go. I don't want to. I'll say 23-20, and that's the Patriots.
For me, this is the first time they playing, so I
Mm,
think the Bills going to do what they're going to do. I think they're going to wipe them. Maybe the second time they play, I'm definitely probably going to
mm,
go with the Patriots. But I believe the
mhm,
Bills are just going to do enough to pull off the win, and it might be a nail biter, just like the Broncos and Chargers game from a few weeks ago. So I'm
mhm.
going to go with the Patriots losing. Bills 31, Patriots 21, and the game looking closer to what it is, but it comes down to 31-21. And
Got
last game, Buccaneers versus the Seattle Seahawks.
you go and kick this one off first so I can write it down.
For me, as long as Baker Mayfield doesn't do any turnovers, because they literally lost the game last week because of his turnovers, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a play call back. But I just believe in Baker Mayfield more than I believe in Sam Darnold. Not to take nothing away from him, he's been playing a little bit better since he's getting drafted in the league. So I'm going to go with the Bucks winning this game. Let me get 24-20, 24-20. I'm going with the Bucks.
Okay, we got a lot of 20s going around here because, well, with this final game that we're calling today, Baker, I rock with Baker. He's come so far from when his time in Cleveland. He's come so far. I'm happy for him to get out of that shit hole of Cleveland and finally find himself because he was when he with the Rams and Carolina
Yep,
too. Yeah,
yep.
for a small time, and he finally. It seems like he got a home in Tampa, and he's the guy down there. And I still like his fiery attitude, all of that. Seattle, they're good. Their defense is good. Their coach should have been our coach, but that's a different story for a different day. With my score, I'm going with Tampa Bay, and they got the 12th man in Seattle. You
Yeah.
guys, both of you guys got it close. The spread is yes, they given. Well, it's basically a pick 'em because you get 3 points for being home, and they got Seattle -3. I'm going to say Tampa Bay. I want to give a good score for my final one. I think all of them was good, but I'm gonna say Tampa Bay 27, Seattle 16.
That's a good. That's a difference. 16. That's
Yeah,
different.
yeah. It's 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal. I mean 1 touchdown and 3 field goals. So
Yeah, yeah.
there we go. So I mean that was a good run. I got everything. I will put this up. Everything is written down there,
I
brother.
said we
I
have
got
proof,
everything.
people.
I keep it away from the dog, man. And I gotta get next week's too, so we can have a full rolling record going into the end of the season and see where we all stand at the end of it. Yeah, man. What time we on? We on 7:54. We got about 6 minutes left. Unless you want to end it now. You got anything else? Like,
Oh, of course, I definitely got to add this. It would be ignorant of me for me to have my Dodgers hat on and not to mention any MLB stats
yes,
that's going
sir.
on right now. First off, I want to give a shout out to my boys. Uh, we who did we just eliminated Cincinnati Reds? That's what I did. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and tomorrow, no, actually on Saturday we play against the Phillies. Are definitely a good team, a team that had the second best record in the entire league after the Milwaukee Brewers. Um, uh, um, I believe the Dodgers. Hold on, not the Dodgers. My bad. I take that back. The Yankees forced a elimination game. They were supposed to be done. Boston
Mhm.
had it. I'm not gonna lie. Boston was supposed to get them boys out of here, but you let the Yankees get back in it, and the Yankees very well could come away and pull that away because the game is in New York and it's played today. It's actually played at 8 o'clock, so the Yankees probably could come back and win it. You cannot let Aaron Judge and his boys get hot. Jazz Chisholm, these guys woke up last night and got some hits, and they got back into the series.
Mhm.
Um, who else I want to give a shout out to? Because I watched this game at work. The Cleveland Guardians versus Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit was supposed to have that in the bag. They won the
Mhm.
first game. The second game, they was winning basically the whole game 1-0. And then I came and come back on my break. The score 6-1. The Guardians finished the game off.
Yeah.
So I definitely would like to see. Hold on, excuse me. I definitely would like to see the Detroit to go further because everybody know Detroit. They really not that good of a franchise. They really don't even have that many good Hall of Fame players. Maybe I'm trying to think. Maybe Tony Gwynn was on that team before, I believe.
Who you
I
talking?
think
That was San Diego.
San Diego. My bad,
Yeah.
San Diego.
Yeah.
Who did the Dodgers? I mean, who the Tigers had
Detroit
one time?
had Detroit had a bunch of. They had Cabrera, Cabrera.
Torrey
Man,
Hunter. That's what I'm thinking
yeah,
about.
Toy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He played for Detroit or Minnesota.
Minnesota. My bad. I'm getting the Minnesota. Yeah, you're right.
Detroit.
I'm getting the
There
Twins.
are some names for Detroit that we playing with. I'm sorry, Detroit Tigers fans. But I said Cabrera, Miggy Cabrera.
Yeah.
Detroit. Damn it, I messed it up. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. It's important, but not important for us to keep looking this up right now. But
Yeah.
keep going, bro. I'll figure it out.
And actually, Detroit just I got my wish. Detroit actually did eliminate the Cleveland. They just won
Oh,
the
they
game
did.
today,
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at
6-3.
the score. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So I'm definitely happy with that. I love to see franchises. I mean, I hope it happen one day, but I love seeing when franchises like the Jets, Browns, the Tigers, when they finally get a chance to make the playoffs and do what they gotta do. Shout out to Seattle, another team that made the playoffs. So I can't wait to see what's going on with these games. Right now, Chicago Cubs is beating San Diego Padres.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Padres, the Padres about to be eliminated. That's another team who's stacked and got players, but it's just not working. Last night, Francisco Tatis, he didn't have any hits. Manny Machado didn't have any hits. Right now in today's game, neither one of the superstars got any hits, and you can't win when your superstars don't got hits. That's one thing I can say for sure. You can probably shut down a guy in basketball and in football, and other guys can step up, but in baseball, you really need your guys to hit the ball, get hits, and hit that thing out the park. So, yeah, that's all I got until next week. I can't wait to get into more of the WNBA playoffs. I can't wait to get into the NBA preseason. Of course, I can't wait to see what's going to happen in this MLB postseason.
Because it was we missed talking about that. It was a media day week or whatever in NBA, and I got to see my Lakers new squad. I got to see a couple videos. I seen somebody that's from Baltimore give a shout out to the kid Gowie. I seen him interviewing Houston Rockets players. He interviewed a couple weeks ago Steph Curry. So I'm trying to work on something with that there. You feel me? Just we'll see what's up with that. Also, I don't know if you said this game or you just briefly went over it. Boston at New York. That's a good series. That's a rivalry, an all-time
Yeah, they play tonight.
rivalry. Yeah, yeah. It's tied 1-1. That's gonna be a good game. That's going. I know those fans are going to go crazy. For us AL East fans, hey, we're home, but we still represent. You see the orange and black crab over here, baby.
Hey,
But um, yeah, that's it, man. I'm gonna be locked in after this round. That's when I usually lock in with MLB and really checking on it. But I've been seeing things online and stuff like that. Uh, let me make sure. Was there something else I wanted to say about? Who do you got? Yes, I can write this down. Who do you got winning the World Series?
oh, easy. My Dodgers are gonna repeat.
Oh yeah, you got the
Yeah,
Dodgers.
we've been the best team in baseball for a couple years now. We've been going to what since we got Mookie Betts, we've been in the World Series a lot. We've been going deep into the playoffs a lot. And the teams who I think that probably can beat us, we're facing them right now. Only team I think that could beat us right now is the Phillies. I'm not worried about Milwaukee. I'm not worried
Mhm.
about anybody else. I'm not even worried about the Yankees, the Red Sox, Seattle, nobody. Right now,
Mhm.
the toughest task is going to be the Phillies. And I believe once we beat the Phillies, if we stay on point, we should be smooth sailing all the way to the World Series.
All right. I, sheesh. I want to disagree, but yeah, I'm thinking it's a Dodgers. It's a Dodgers championship we looking at coming up. I mean, anything can happen, but I'm a rock with you on that, man. I'm a rock with you. What else we got, Bruce? We are running. Oh yeah, we out of time now. Yeah, man. I appreciate everybody for checking us out this week. It's all love every time. And shout out to the people that's going to check us out not live once this posts. We appreciate y'all too. Fox, tell them where they can find you, and I guess whatever you have to say to close us out.
Okay, well, as always, man, it's a pleasure doing this with Big Bro, of course, Big
Mm.
Bruce. You feel me, Big Bro Chris on here. Thank you for my corrections on there on any things that
Mhm.
I said wrong. I love that about our show where we say our opinions and our feelings, but it only matters unless we hit you with factual statements and factual things that's
Mhm.
going on. So I love anytime I get correct on there. Secondly, if you're looking for me, you can always find me on Facebook, Maurice Savage Jr. If you can't find me on there, which I know you will, you can find me on Instagram, I_AM_the_Pharaoh.
Mhm.
That's me right there. You feel me? Loving what I do when I do this with Big Bro. As always, the main important thing, if you want to find me, please come find me. You can find me every Thursday, 6:30, TLSN. Right here on this network, Big Bruce making things happen behind the scenes, on the scenes, you name it.
Mhm.
What Suge Knight say? Want to be dancing all in the videos and stuff. Yeah,
That
that
Diddy
there you
shit.
go.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
man, let's get it up. And as always, man, let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep pushing this thing and keep killing when it comes to this sports talk.
Yo, I want to shout him out for that, but because he didn't have to do it, the whole level fam does their part and they do it well. I just happen to do my thing really well too. So, as always, you can find me here on Thursdays and some other days of the week. Our all the places to find us will be in the description. I will update that today. And stay tuned for some other big things we got coming later. Pause. That was a big pause right there. But yeah. Um, for the rest of the level family, we are out. Peace.
Next week, baby, 6:30.
Hi, man. All right. We are not live anymore with anything. So good shit. That was a good